A breakthrough in the very first night of talks between the Committee of Sudan's ruling military council and the coalition of opposition parties. They've been trying to find a way to rule the country until a deal can be reached on elections. On Saturday night, the two sides reached a partial agreement to form a joint civilian military council that will supervise the transitional period.
The talks started with high spirits and great transparency, and we've reiterated our joint regard for the country. Talks will continue, and we are optimistic on reaching a final result that we can announce to the Sudanese people as soon as possible.
The coalition, made up of opposition parties and the Sudanese Professionals Association, has been leading anti-government protests which began at the end of last year, sparked by a rise in fuel and bread prices. But they quickly widened into demands for Bashir to step down. And earlier this month, a sit-in outside the army headquarters in Khartoum prompted the army to stage a coup. Since Bashir was ousted, the military and the coalition have been in talks on a future government.
Our revolution continues until achieving our role of a civilian government and authority in this country. We think that the military council is sensible enough to understand that we are not demanding something for ourselves.
The sit-in in Khartoum is now in its fourth week as people wait for a new government. The two sides will meet on Sunday to try to work out how to deliver that.
As negotiations continue on the formation of a transitional government, protesters continue to keep pressure on the military council. Over the past 3 weeks, more people have been arriving from different states to join the sit-in. They say they want civilians and not the military to be the ones who have the ultimate say in Sudan's future.
Protesters are now also focusing on foreign governments they accuse of interfering in Sudan's affairs. Hundreds demonstrated in front of the Egyptian embassy in Khartoum on Saturday. They say Egypt, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates want to see the military retain control of the country.
Foreign interference is only aimed to keep the military in power. We want aid to come to the Sudanese people and keep relations solely between the people and not the military.
Foreign interference impacts the decisions of the military council, which we don't accept because we want a civilian government, and this is the will of the people.
Sudan's revolution for change started more than 4 months ago, and these protesters say they'll not give up until they achieve their goal, a civilian government. Hiba, Al Jazeera, Khartoum.